I once stood silent in the shadows, but now my voice is a trumpet, warning the lost and waking the asleep. Hear me, for the hour is grave, and the fire is coming. If I were the devil, I wouldn't come with chains or horns or fire. I'd come with laughter, lights, and endless distractions. I'd package poison in popcorn. I'd lace idolatry in the rhythm of your favorite song. I'd drown out conviction with entertainment until no one noticed the silence of their own soul. I wouldn't burn down churches. I'd just bore people with truth. Then I'd give them a more exciting alternative, make worship feel like a festival, preaching feel like a TED Talk, and conviction feel outdated. I'd turn pulpits into platforms, pastors into performers, and the gospel into good vibes only. No mention of sin, no talk of hell, no cross, no blood, just self-help slogans and a motivational beat. Because if I can entertain you long enough, you'll never ask what you're being saved from. You'll forget the war you're in. And when the fire comes, you won't even know you're standing in dry straw. If I were the devil, I'd make holiness look old-fashioned. I'd rebrand lukewarm as balanced. I'd blur every line God ever drew, and then use your favorite Netflix character to teach you my theology, bit by bit, scene by scene. You think you're just watching a show, but I'm writing the script of your worldview, and when the darkness feels familiar, you won't resist it anymore. I'd place more demons in pixels than in the shadows. I'd write spells into sitcoms. I'd make witchcraft look empowering and evil look misunderstood, because I know something you've forgotten. What entertains you eventually enters you. And when your heart finally grows numb, when you can't cry in worship but weep during a movie, when you can't sit through a sermon but binge 6 hours of sin-filled drama, that's when I've won. Because I've taught you to feed your flesh and starve your spirit. I'd make you comfortable in the pew, passive in your prayers, impressed with influencers, and unmoved by intercession. I'd let you follow preachers with blue checks who preach a gospel without a cross and lead you to a Jesus who looks a lot like you. And if a watchman rose up, if someone dared to warn you, I'd make them look like a fanatic. I'd call them legalistic, old school religious, and I'd make sure they got drowned out by one more video, one more laugh, one more harmless song, because I don't need your loyalty, just your attention. If I can keep your eyes, I already have your heart. The night is deep, but the dawn is coming.